Hey podcast, just before we get you to this episode, I wanted to invite you to join us at pageantlaunch.com. We are starting the world's first dedicated pageant review site, and we want you to join our launch team. All you need to do is put in your email address. It's completely free. We are looking to make the pageant industry safe, transparent, and fair, and we'd love your input on how to do that. So head over to pageantlaunch.com, whack in your email address, and let's get you to this episode. Guys, hello. It's Adrian from the Pageant Project. If you could please let me know whether you can hear us, because as Chloe Adkin pointed out, and thank you, Chloe, you could hear us during the intro music. I had to make a few adjustments so that we can take calls. So I've done that, but I screwed something up. I think it's okay now. So can you guys please just in the comments let me know that you can hear me? And obviously I've got Danielle and Lauren with us as usual, and our special guest for today is Charlotte Clemie. Charlotte, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me again.
It's a pleasure. Chloe has said we can hear you. Thank you, Chloe. What would we do without you? All right.
Can you hear me? Do I need to speak up because my headphones aren't in at the minute?
Nope, we can hear you just fine. So I'll get across to Danielle and Lauren in a second, but I want to start with Charlotte. And in about 15 minutes, we're going to try taking our first caller.
I'm just pressing share. There, I've done it now.
Okay.
Shared.
So we have someone who wants to ask Charlotte a question, and she asked me. We organised to phone at 9:30 p.m. UK time, so that'll be exciting. Either it's going to be spectacular or it's going to fail miserably. One way or the other.
Who's ringing? You've not said yet. It's a surprise.
Yes, it's a surprise for you. Yes.
Ooh.
I haven't had a chance to tell Daniel or Lauren, so it's going to be a surprise for everyone. But Charlotte, why don't you catch us up?
Is it Beth Greenham?
No, it's not. It's not Beth Greenham. You'll find out in 15 minutes. But Charlotte, catch us up with what's been happening since UK Galaxy.
Well, what hasn't been happening since UK Galaxy? Literally, that feels like a lifetime, like another world ago, doesn't it? It literally feels like I can't believe how lucky we were that we even had it at all.
I know.
But since it, I've not actually worked a job since Galaxy because I'd kind of booked 1 week out of work to start catching up on all the edits because I had about 45 girls that weekend for headshots. So I had booked that week out of my diary, and then of course everything just got super serious with Corona, and basically had to shut the studio down. So that was sad, but of course there's much more sad things going on. So I've kind of now had a change of career, and now I'm a homeschool mom. And I can tell you, I am not made for this job. That is for sure.
There have
How
been.
is it going?
Whoops. How has it been going, Charlotte? The homeschooling.
Homeschooling is like, it's not for me, but there is lovely parts to it. Obviously, I'm getting to spend loads of time with the kids. Keeping in mind, there is 3 of them, and they're all quite small. The eldest is 4, then there's a 3-year-old, and then there's a baby. So it's tricky. Husband is in the police, so he's doing loads of shifts at the minute. But do you know what? In the evenings, I've been like updating my website. I've got like a whole new Instagram theme that I want to start doing. So, do you know, there has been positives as well. Like, I do think, you know, it's kind of given me a chance to kind of get jobs done that I wouldn't have ever got around to doing. And then at the weekend, little Imogen did this whole big thing on Friday, which was totally overwhelming and like the sweetest thing I think anyone's ever done. So that was lovely.
I'm just going to go across to the comments because, guys, if you have any questions for any of us, obviously put them in the comments as usual, or if you can put your number in there or message it to me if you don't want to show everyone your number, and I can actually call you. But Duncan Fisher has said, Charlotte, don't forget the hashtag I love. Was it hashtag I love Charlotte, Duncan? I thought it was love for Charlotte. Which one was it, Charlotte? You should know.
It was the Love for Charlotte campaign. I will it's going to be written on my gravestone. Don't forget, in 2020, the Love for Charlotte campaign.
How did that make you feel? Did it make you cry?
It was funny. We went on a walk the next day. We were chatting to neighbours over the fence, and my husband was taking the mick, going, "You're not going to say to them, have you heard about the campaign, Love for Charlotte campaign?" But I felt it was so unexpected. It was really, really kind, and I read so many lovely comments. And that's kind of the thing with me is it's yes, you get nice pictures, but it's kind of the main thing for me is trying to make sure that a girl really has an amazing experience. That's like my main goal, that you walk away from your shoot feeling really good about yourself. So for lots of the comments to be like that, I was like, wow, for me it was a big thing, because I thought that is literally all I've ever said. I just want people to feel amazing after a photo shoot. So, and that was what was being said. So I was like, oh, woo, I've achieved what I set out to do. So that was good.
Roughly how many people did you have, or how many people did you see participate in it? Because it looked like a lot, because I saw how many Imogen people had.
There was loads, Yeah, and I didn't know about it. And I was in, it's funny because it was the one night I said, I'm not going to go on my phone tonight. We're going to have tea. I'm going to watch a film. I'm going to have a date night. And then I went upstairs to text my mom, and then saw that Beth Greenham had sent me a WhatsApp saying, have you been on Facebook? And I was like, no, why? And then she was like, oh, go on. So I was like, oh, so I went downstairs. I was like, Alex, date night's over. Sorry, much more important things right now.
No.
So there was loads. I didn't count them all up, but I did sit up till about 1 a.m. trying to reply to as many people as I could. And I've still got a couple of people that I need to reply to, but I read every single message. So it was really sweet.
Okay. Now, we've got a lot of people asking questions. And guys, if you've just tuned in, as I said, in about 9 minutes, so at 9:30, I'm going to try calling someone, bring them on via audio so we can have a talkback radio session with Charlotte. So if you want us to call you, you won't be in video. So if you're in your PJs and no makeup, it's fine. They won't see you unless I screw something up, and then they may see you, as you guys apparently heard Danielle singing. But just before I get to the Facebook comments and the questions, I'm going to obviously ask Danielle and Lauren what's been happening with them. So Danielle, can you catch us up with how your week has been?
Yeah, doing a few more TikToks, filmed another YouTube video, which I've been putting off editing because it's a long one, but I will be editing that, and I will be finishing the edit tomorrow and uploading that tomorrow.
Nice.
I've had a few Skype sessions with some girls that have been wanting a little bit of help with pageantry as well, which has been really nice. Like I said, I am not a coach. I am not charging people. Oh God, I shouldn't say that because everyone's going to slide into the DMs now. But but I don't charge people. If anyone wants any help, I'm here. So if you do need any, there's a particular area you need a little bit of help on, I am. My inbox is always open. So I've helped a couple of teens. What else have I been up to? I went to Tesco today, ventured out. Yeah, Lauren, you know how much I spent on groceries today. I spent just shy of £180 on groceries, so I don't have to leave the house ever again.
Ever again?
How much you spent? I was like, what?
She bought all of Tesco's. Yeah. There's nothing left.
Basically.
No, I feel like I would easily spend that in Tesco.
Yeah, well, you're like a family of how many? A family of 5?
Yeah.
It's literally me and my dad.
Oh, right, yeah. I feel like that's one meal, like a lasagna.
Yeah, that's about it, really. Obviously, I've been off of work. I'm not a key worker, so I've been tidying, cleaning, just trying to fill my days, really. And that's about it.
Yep,
swiftly moving on to Lauren.
trying to avoid going. Well, I think everyone's going to be roughly the same ball, going crazy at home more than likely, unless you're a key worker. So Lauren, apart from going crazy at home, I know that you've set up the mentoring for pageant girls. So catch us up and let us know how the mentoring is going.
Yeah, so I started obviously the Pageant Sister Project, which pairs girls with a big sister within pageantry. So you have got just more of that one-on-one connection with someone, and you can go to them for advice, you know, any social aspects that are going on, whether it's, you know, when you go back to school, peer pressure, you're starting a new school, you're starting a new year, you've got someone there that you can talk to. But I feel like this week has been very much, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate, when I've spoken to people about it, they've also said they feel exactly the same. I've lacked so much self-motivation and having to get up in the morning and get up
100%.
early, and that routine. I really miss the routine of going to work, waking up early, leaving the house, coming back home feeling tired because I've worked, I've gone to the gym or whatever, and I'm just not with it. Like this morning, I'd said last night I was going to phone Chloe and Joanna in the morning. We're going to do a FaceTime workout, and yeah, we do that. I overslept, and I had a phone call from Chloe like, what the hell are you doing? You arranged this, you better wake up and get out of bed. So they forced me out with 10 minutes to get into gym gear and go downstairs and work out with them. But we've just been all looking forward to this pub quiz as well, the pageant pub quiz, which I don't know whether, you know, anyone else knows of, but we've been doing it. It's been so much fun. So that's been like the highlight of my week.
What was the thing I saw about Galaxy that was wrong? Did somebody think it was like a different year that it started?
So Maggie G, if you're watching, you were wrong.
She
You had
is.
the question, what year did Holly start UK Galaxy? Well, technically, I know she sent delegates in 2008, but they were at large. There was no actual final for Galaxy. It didn't start until 2009. So I text Holly like, we take pride in our Galaxy knowledge. Are we correct? And she was like, well, technically you are correct. I was like, see, so she had to do a Steve Harvey moment. We were actually first runner-up, but we were the winners. So she did a Steve Harvey moment and announced us all as the winners.
Okay.
I get really competitive. I would have been like that. Like, no, I'm going straight to the top. Texting Holly, finding out.
We were like, we were going through it. Joanna was the 10th crown. Like, she knew. Like,
Joanna's in our team, so
She would know. Yeah.
So,
you see, I find that really interesting, because just hearing about you saying about not having the motivation, because I'm kind of on the opposite spectrum of like, there's no kind of break for me at the minute. So I feel like I've never been busier. So normally the kids go to school or they go to nursery, and then I can have like my relaxed time, which is work. So now I'm like working in the evenings, and I just feel like a bit like, oh, but then I spoke to one of my best friends, and she said, oh, you're so lucky that you've got the kids to entertain you. And I was like, really?
Yeah.
You're so lucky that you don't have kids to entertain. So it's like a funny balance. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
yeah.
It's
I
like,
think now
and
I've
I
just
would have
gotta
looked
give
at you and
myself that
thought,
pick up the butt.
yeah, like I'm like jealous of like elements of being able to like have this like kind of like relaxing day. But then I suppose at the same time, like you say, now you're probably getting to a point where you're like, right, I'm over it now. I want to do something. Like I'm over the like chill time.
Yeah, I was talking to Natalie and Claire Beebe about this, because obviously they've both got kids, and I'm you know, roughly the same age, and I don't have kids, and I have a lot less responsibilities.
Yeah.
But I said that I found myself kind of drifting and not having a purpose to wake up in the morning, and that's really sad. And I have no routine. My sleep routine's gone out. Whereas kids are great because they force you to keep routine, so you're always on the go. Yeah, you're probably the busiest you've ever been right now because you've got the kids. But on the flip side of that, it's actually really horrible not having a purpose to wake up for.
Yeah,
and not having a sense of routine. You just feel like you're floating, and not in a nice sense. You don't know what to do with yourself. Whereas kids really kind of like you. Yeah. The days go quicker, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I literally like sleep until like staying up till 4 a.m. and then sleeping until like 1 p.m. and I'm like, I need to get myself out of bed. So today I was like, let me wake up early. Thanks to Chloe for calling me because she needed to wake me up. I had a shower, I put my makeup on, did my hair. I was like, you know, it just feels like that normal routine as if I was going to be going to work. Yeah, it's more makeup than I would wear for work. But I was like, let me just practice my makeup skills. Let me see if I've still got it.
Bit rusty?
Yeah.
Bit rusty. It took me a bit longer than it usually does.
You look amazing. Charlotte, are you ready for our first call? Because the reason I've been looking down is I've been messaging the first call.
I might plug my headphones in now because I feel like I've charged my phone up a bit.
Okay, go for it, and then we'll make sure that we can still hear you. Okay, all right.
Who is it? Oh, I thought it was going to be Beth so hold on.
Okay, hang on. All right.
Oh, that's better. I can hear everybody now.
Well,
can you hear
sound
me?
a lot better as well, yeah. Can you hear us?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Wish me luck. We're going.
This call is going to be.
I don't think it'll take you long to figure it out.
This is so exciting. I'm excited to see who it is.
Is it going to be Maria? I bet you it's Maria. I bet you $100 it's Maria.
Let's see if this works. I'm calling now.
Hello.
Oh.
You're on.
Hello. Hi, Charlotte. Guess who?
Oh, I know who that is. Guess who? This is so fun. I feel like I'm on a TV show. Right, keep talking.
So nervous.
Come on.
You've got to know who it is. It didn't pop up on my thing saying the name. So.
No, because I'm on my phone. It's not showing me anything.
I know, but you got to guess on the voice.
I feel like, what else can I say? I mean, I've got one crown. I'm very short. I've got giant.
Imogen! It's Imogen!
She got it.
I'm so glad this worked.
Oh, this is well fun.
You're glad. How do you think I feel?
That would be a good thing for the pub quiz. Like, you should have voices of like queens, like, you know, like, who is it? What queen is this? And their voice.
Yeah, that's such a good idea.
That would be interesting.
Oh, hi, Imogen.
I was just watching, and now I feel like I can't see you. But I hope we're all okay.
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, no, I'm all good today. I went for a jog, fast walk, because
no sunbathing.
Olivia's miles to mine.
Yeah.
And my lack of miles last week was humiliating. So I've started this week.
Do you have any
Mine
questions?
was too. I did 0.05 on one day, so you know you're probably doing better than me.
It was bad times, honestly.
Imogen, do you have any questions for Charlotte, or do you want to say anything to her before we let you go back so you can actually watch the stream?
My only question for Charlotte, and I think everyone's asking it on the comments, is when are we entering another pageant? As in, when I say we entering it.
Me? Oh, I'd love to do Galaxy again. I was planning on going back, obviously, the year after I came first runner-up, so I would have gone back as Europe when Kelsey went back as Europe. And then I got pregnant, and then I didn't go back. And then I was going to go back this summer because Maria kindly let me defer for a year. Mm-hmm. But it's just, do you know, I think I said this the last time when we had that chat, Adrian. It's such a commitment, pageants. And with having 3 such young children and working pretty much full time, it's like, can I commit myself? So I don't want to say yay, because obviously there's that fun, real glam side and get all my nice outfits and everything else, but then there's obviously the hard work that goes behind it, and I just don't want to like enter something and do it half-heartedly. So I just don't know when, but I know at the moment there's no way, like the scales would just tip and I would just be too stressed. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would be tempted to do something for fun, just so I could wear a nice dress and have like a reason to go to the gym. But if I was going to go for like a proper big title, like Galaxy, then it becomes like a job in itself, doesn't it? So
wait, is there a limit on Miss Pageant Girl UK?
Oh my gosh, that would be perfect for me. Apart from the fact that Holly won't let me enter.
You could literally go as
oh my god, there needs to be a Mrs. category.
Yeah.
I think the age range is like
it goes right up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was a cut-off.
There's no cap on the age, so Charlotte could do it, and you'd give them all a run for their money.
Well, I would love to do that, but there's no way in God's earth Holly would let me enter one of her pageants, because we're best friends, and if I didn't win, I'd be kicking off. Holly,
out of the friendship group.
Yeah, out of it. Yeah, WhatsApp group gone.
Oh dear.
So I don't think it'd be for me, and she wouldn't let me do it. And also I can't do it because I might be having something to do with it, but I can't say anything.
Ooh.
I want to know.
No. Like, this is, remember last time you were on Imogen, you almost spilled the beans about something that you were having to do with your family, and your mum literally said no, and she had to restrain you from divulging all your secrets live.
That was my dad's surprise birthday party. It was because I couldn't go to Miss World, and it was my dad's surprise 70th birthday.
Yep.
And I was trying to explain why I couldn't go to Miss World, but I couldn't explain it because it was my dad's surprise.
Yeah, I just love how your mom was on the stream typing no. She just wrote no, and you saw it, and you're like, oh, that's funny.
No, Imogen, no, don't do it. I was like, okay.
Right.
Well, thank you so much again, Imogen, for your lovely support, and honestly, it meant the world.
Oh, it's okay. We had the best time. It was so lovely just to see everyone's pictures. I think it made all of us like quite emotional. It sort of brought us all together for the night. It was really lovely.
And literally my whole feed was just your work, Charlotte. My whole feed. I was like, there was nothing else other than Charlotte's images.
Yeah, Patrick messaged me going, I don't want to go on Facebook now. I'm really bored of looking at your photos.
He's only jealous because we didn't do a love for Patrick. We'll do one next time.
Yeah.
So then you guys will have to keep count and see who gets more posts. All right, well, Imogen, thank you for letting us call you. We'll let you get off the phone so you can actually watch the stream.
Yay, thank you so much. I'll speak to you guys later.
Bye, Imogen.
Bye. Bye.
And she's
gone.
I
love this phone call thing. It's really fun.
It's so cool.
I'm just so glad it worked. But there you go. So if you would like, I wanted someone special to be the first time and was hoping to God that it works. So if you want us to call you, then you can put your message, your number in the comments, or just message it to me on Instagram if you don't want everyone to see your number. Now, I should circle back around to the Facebook comments because there are a lot of them, and a lot of them, Charlotte, are, so for example, Jessica Jones has asked Charlotte, will you do a pageant again? Chloe Lake has said, I was emotional looking at my feed, absolutely loved seeing every post. You deserve all of the love and more. Leonie has asked an interesting question. I think it's for all three of you, so probably keep it a little bit brief, otherwise we'll be here forever. Because it's, what inspired you all to compete in pageants or to be involved with them? So what inspired you to begin to start with pageantry? So Charlotte, for yourself, what inspired you to begin in pageantry or to compete?
I mean, I competed for the first time when I was 17. So completely different reasons why I would enter now. But originally when I was 17, I was really young. I wanted to be a model. And in Northern Ireland, that was kind of like your way in. There was like one model agency, Alison Campbell Models. She had the Miss Northern Ireland competition. Like that was your route in. And I went and was so nervous, so excited, didn't win, didn't get a place at the Miss Northern Ireland final, absolutely devastated. And then I went off to uni and did Miss Student. And that was when I was 21. And then when I was entering at that age, it was for completely different reasons. It was more like a hobby reason. It was like, I wanted an excuse to kind of meet other people outside of uni rather than just my uni friends. And I just enjoyed like the simple things of getting dressed up and, basic things like that. I don't think there's any shame in saying you enjoy getting dressed up. Like I liked getting dressed up. However, then when it came to like when I was older, it was completely different reasons again. When I was in the Mrs. category for Galaxy, obviously having been involved with Galaxy since day one in the UK, the systems like always had like a piece of my heart. And it was like a dream of mine to be a Galaxy girl, but I couldn't be because Holly was obviously a best friend of mine. So when the Ireland space came available and I could compete in Ireland, that was amazing. And then the reason I did pageantry was, to kind of get a bit of self of me back and a bit of me time and not just be Charlotte the mum, and enjoy, getting involved with my community and again, just having my own time that's separate from the family a little bit. In a nutshell, that's it, without going on and on and on.
Sounds good to me. Lauren, what about yourself? What inspired you to begin in pageantry at the very, very beginning?
I think for me, it was I saw a friend doing it and seen how much it helped her grow. And I was like, oh, let me give this a go. So I did. And from the first time that I stepped on that stage, I was like, I need to do this again. I just caught the pageant bug, as they all say. And I was like, yeah, it's for me. And never looked back since.
Are you a dancer, Lauren?
Yes.
Oh, right.
I started dancing when I was 3, so it was kind of that same adrenaline because I wasn't dancing at the time, so I lacked that sort of adrenaline of being on stage and in front of people and hearing cheering. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, gives you the same feel.
That's why in The Sims, Chloe was saying that you downloaded the Get Famous pack, whereas she downloaded the University pack, which I just thought showed your personalities completely. Yeah, Chloe wants to become a lawyer. You want to get famous. Danielle, what about for yourself? I think you've told the story in our interviews previously, but what inspired you to begin in pageantry?
Quite a few times. I mean, I'd watched Miss World and Miss Universe on TV a lot as a youngster, and I just thought they were just, all the women on that stage were just Wonder Women. They were just like powerful, strong, beautiful, intelligent. And for me, I always found them really inspiring. And I didn't realise it was a thing here in the UK until, I stalked the Miss England website for years and years and years, didn't have the courage to enter. And then finally, someone saw in me a potential to compete and said, would you like to compete in Miss Bedfordshire? Handed me a leaflet. I applied then and there. I fell in love with the sisterhood, which I noticed from day dot from my interview. And this is before I even knew that I made it to be a finalist. And then there was 2 girls that I met during my interview that really struck a chord with me. Then I was hooked. And I think the number one thing as well in pageantry that you tend to find people that are addicted to pageantry is that they didn't win on their first go. Most girls that are like seasoned veterans in this, they didn't win on their first go, or they never won, because it meant that they grew the hunger stronger and stronger throughout their journey. They learn, they push themselves, and that's how you master your craft, is because you just want to be better and you want to do well and you want to get your crown. So I feel like the best thing that ever happened to me was not winning the crown on my first go.
Even when I think to like my favorite queens, there are people that were around a long time before they won. Like Misha Grimes, for one, just popped in my head. Do you know what I mean? Like she worked and worked and worked, and then was insane. So and it makes you grow as a person. I feel like not hearing your name be called, it makes you grow as a person, makes you want to better yourself and figure out what you can do to give back as well. You just work that little bit harder.
That fight and determination that if you do want it, you'll go back and you'll just keep trying and trying.
But that's nothing bad on anyone that does win in the first time. It just means you're very good naturally. But you tend to find that it is the girls that stick around a little bit longer, the ones that didn't win first time.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think that's a very interesting insight. Okay, moving on with the comments. Megan Goldberger has asked Charlotte, what has been your pageant highlight?
Oh, Galaxy in America coming first runner-up was definitely a highlight because I won best in swimwear, which I'd had 2 babies at the time, and it was the best shape that I've ever been in. So I was so proud of myself because I'd really, really worked hard at the gym, and for me that was like a huge achievement. And yeah, that was definitely a highlight. Got just the whole week in Galaxy, like it was. Yeah. I can't recommend that system enough.
Perfect. Okay, I'm going to go through these comments fairly quickly, just because there's so many of them, and I don't want the whole stream for me to be reading comments. But Danielle, Lauren, and Charlotte can't see them. So Chloe Adkin asked about pageant plans. We've answered that one. Meg also said, I was so emotional looking at my feed. It was amazing. Freya Taylor, my feed got literally flooded with the most gorgeous photos and words. So much #love for Charlotte. Ariana Neo said, my feed was full. It was amazing to see everyone's posts and pictures, which are beautiful, by the way. Chloe Lake, Lauren has a new alarm clock.
Yep, which is Chloe.
Yeah. Can we just take a second? How gorgeous is Chloe? Like at the minute when she came to Galaxy, I was like, wow, she's like glowing at the minute.
Which Chloe?
Isn't
Chloe
she?
Lake or Chloe Adkin?
Chloe Lake.
Chloe Lake, okay.
Both, and Chloe Adkin.
Of
but
course.
Chloe Lake, yeah, she was, I don't know, something different about her. I was like, wow. She's like this big hair. I don't know. She just looked amazing. She needs to do another pageant. When's she going to do another pageant? That's what I want to know.
Agreed.
We'll give her time to get her career, and then she'll definitely be back with a bang, and I can't wait.
When I interviewed Chloe, she mentioned the ring. That she was the third person to mention she wanted the ring so that she could then compete again. She said, watch out in the misses category.
To do another pageant as a miss. So I'm not ready for Chloe to be a missus. I don't want to be chief bridesmaid just yet. I've got my own plans as well. So Chloe, don't do it just yet. Sam, if you're watching, please don't. Chloe needs to compete as a miss just one more time.
Chloe wants the ring, and I know Joanna Johnson also wants the ring. And I just remember, Lauren, you telling me that time that Joanna pranked you guys with a picture of a ring in your Facebook Messenger group, and you guys, she thought she was pretending it was like an engagement ring. You lost your, you know what, and then
I cried. I actually sent her a photo back in tears, thinking, "Oh my God, my best friend's just got engaged," and she hadn't.
That was mean.
Evil, Joanna. That was evil.
I love it. I love it.
I knew she had to have a bad side. I knew she couldn't be all nice.
She's good at pranking people, to be fair, Joanna is. If you ever want to pull a prank off, give her a call.
Oh, okay. All right. Chloe...
never expect it from her.
Chloe also said, I can confirm I was not that mean on the phone as Lauren's new alarm clock. Meg has said, I didn't write the questions for that round. That must be about the pub quiz. I wasn't wrong.
Yeah,
I'll let you guys sort that out. Claire BB has said, you can borrow mine, Dan, but I can't.
The kids, yeah.
I was going to say you can borrow Charlotte's kids if you want.
I can babysit. Yeah, I don't mind. They can I can entertain them. I'm going to be an awesome auntie one day.
You're going to be an awesome dad with your dad jokes.
Yeah. As I said, I'm going to make a great dad one day.
I feel like me and Danielle are going to be those aunties that come back at family events just drunk from our travels and be like, hey, guys.
The mad ones. I'm Buddhist now, guys.
Yeah, I think it's already happening, Lauren. Okay, I'm going to keep going.
Back in our elephant pants from Thailand, and we're like, we got dreadlocks in our hair.
Yeah. We bring Buddhas back for everyone at Christmas, or a tie-dye t-shirt.
Oh God, don't be that auntie.
Okay, Hannah Golding about the day starting with kids has said they do not go quicker, lol, they start earlier. I'll tell you how many comments we've got, Charlotte, because I'm now just getting to the comments that happened when Imogen called in. So Chloe has said it's Imogen. Duncan Fisher has said Miss Teen GB. Oh, okay, so he guessed who it was. Chloe has said, this is amazing, noted Charlotte. Chloe Lake has said, I wouldn't be where I am without losses. They are as important as the wins. I absolutely agree with that. I think you learn more from losing than from winning. Yeah. And then Chloe has just said, oh, Charlotte, I think when you said Chloe was glowing, no, I think you're making her cry. So good job, Charlotte. Well done. I don't know what about Chloe was glowing. I know she was unwell on that weekend, so I hope it wasn't that. But guys, if you have... Sorry.
It was a temperature.
Oh, no. If you guys have any other questions for Charlotte, or you're brave enough for us to phone you, you can put your number in the comments below. Or message it to me on Instagram. I'm just going to check my Instagram messages to see if anyone has messaged me their number. But Charlotte, I guess just for the future, with this whole Corona thing going to be here at least for another couple of months, if not more, is there any way that the girls can actually do shoots with you, or that's completely shut off now, so there's nothing that you can do?
I think nobody knows what's going on at the minute. So I've had loads of people message me about shoots, and we had 3 big weekends that were fully booked that we had to cancel, me and the glam squad. And so we'll just rearrange them. And then a lot of people have been messaging, which is amazing to know that when this is all finished, that people are still wanting to be positive and, you know, get their shoots done and still enter their pageants and everything else. And it was so nice to see yesterday, like, a few people announcing that they're doing Miss International. So obviously people aren't being put off completely and still want to have something to look forward to. But I think it'll be another couple of weeks when we hear when lockdown, if we're going to go on for a bit longer, which I think we will be going on for a bit longer. We just don't know how long it's going to go on, do we? So at the minute, it's kind of, well, I know last week it was changing day by day. At the minute, we just don't know, do we? So as soon as we've got a bit of a time frame of when people can go back to seeing people that aren't in their household, then slowly but surely I'll be able to open the studio up. And I mean, my studio's huge. It's not like a small studio. Lauren, you've both been, so you know what it's like.
It's amazing.
And
it's
well, it's all been done up since. So I was all ready for like a relaunch. But so I had gloves for the glam squad, I had face masks for the boys. Everything was ready, which I was so excited about, because I just thought that was like going to be hilarious. Patrick and Duncan in face masks and gloves.
They would have loved that.
And then anyway, we had to cancel. But we'll just see. So at the minute, basically, answer the question is, I've no idea what's going on. Just wait and see.
Yeah, I think that's the case for all of us, isn't it?
I don't know if that's bad though, but I'm thinking with the beautiful weather, maybe like, could you not do like location shoots? I know people don't want you to leave the house unless it's necessary, but
yeah, I think that's it. I think we've kind of just got to respect what's going on. I mean, I even said to Alex about taking the kids and doing some photos in the field behind our house. And he was like, I don't know, that's not necessary. And I was like,
I think the thing is, though, someone will always have something to say.
Bad to say,
and that's the issue is, you know, you could be doing the most innocent of things, like walking down the street and just taking a photo with whoever you're with, and someone would probably have a rant on Facebook because everyone's in that situation now where they're feeling a bit hostile and frustrated. So probably,
and I mean, there's so much more important things than a photo shoot right now. So I think let's just get the country back to health, and then we'll just have like a big party photo shoot. With Prosecco.
A lot of Prosecco. The country will be dry of Prosecco when that happens.
It will be.
Okay, Chloe Adkin has asked, who's looking forward to Pageant Girl UK? Do you think it'll go ahead in June? I'm going to take a guess and say it's going to be very difficult to run as a normal pageant. I know that Holly was talking about if it needed to run in Galaxy without the audience, and we've seen a few events now that have done that, even huge ones. I don't know if you guys know about WrestleMania, but they did WrestleMania and they just did it in basically a studio with no audience, which was very weird. So that might be an option, but I guess only Holly would know. What do you guys think? Do you think it will go ahead in June?
So I actually had this discussion this morning in terms of what is going to be happening in the next couple of months. We've got so many pageants coming up, and I think if I'm looking at it from how it would work out well, if we were to obviously our ban, like the bans would be lifted a little bit more from going out and just going to work, I couldn't see the government still allowing huge events whilst we're still ongoing with this issue.
Yeah.
So I do think that if we end up going back to work, it will just be to go back to work, but events over a certain amount of people will probably still not be allowed. Whether this is still going to be ongoing until June, it just depends how people are handling it and whether they're following the rules, because obviously the police will have more of the statistics of how many people they've had to fine from going outside of their house. So I think if we're speaking in terms of whether it's going to go ahead, it's kind of like a 50-50 chance. We're following the rules and we're doing everything we can, and the numbers of cases are slowing down, then yeah, we'll end up going back to normal. If not, then I don't think June is going to be happening for anything, and I don't even think July. We were talking about Miss Universe Great Britain, that's in July. You know, I said that's probably likely going to be pushed back as well, but we just got to follow each step, and as long as the directors are following protocols set by the government, then that's all they can actually do.
Yeah, I don't know. I was speaking to Holly about it the other day, actually, and she was kind of saying she doesn't know what's going to happen, but I still feel like it's at the end of June. So there's like a tiny bit of hope that maybe, I don't know. We literally don't know. And like, I live next door to doctors, and they were even saying to me, you know, this is all just going on like scientists trying to predict, like we've no idea.
Yeah. And if we look at the way that China went, their first case was in December. We acted quite quickly and locked it all down straight away. Like, we've done well to be at where we are. But obviously taking a look at our cases from the first one, which was I think January 30th, our first case was spotted, but we're now over that 30,000 mark of cases of corona, and that's not even the ones we know about because we're not doing testing. So for me, I do think that if we were to have testing, our numbers would be a lot higher than what they are. So maybe we are over the kind of like major spread of it all now, and maybe as long as we're all staying indoors and doing what we should. Yeah,
hopefully.
I'm hopeful for Pageant Girl. I think I'm really hopeful for it. I think it's got a good chance of happening, just because I do feel like it is slowing down. Like with me living in London particularly, it is very populated, it's overpopulated, especially particularly the area that I live in. And even today, just going to Tesco's, there was hardly any cars on the road. There was no one really out. And I live in probably the most densely populated area in the whole of London, because no word of a lie, you've probably got like 3 families in one house. It's ridiculous. And I've really noticed a difference. I've noticed everyone today in Tesco had their face masks on and their gloves on. Everyone was keeping their distance, and I feel like this virus won't be able to survive if we all carry on like this. It's gonna have to. Obviously, we've got the XL set up, turned into a hospital. I feel like it's on the decline now. I honestly feel like it's on the decline. I don't feel like there are obviously going to be more cases, but I don't feel like it's going to be, spreading like wildfire like it was before. The tubes are running every 15 minutes instead of every 2 minutes or every 1 minute. So a lot of people are not going to work. London, I've seen pictures and videos. It is a ghost town out there. So I feel like if the rest of the country is the same as London, then I feel like it's going to be over and done with soon.
They're not, though. They're not, because my husband's a policeman, and like, without going into details, certain areas that he's been going to, people just aren't listening. But I feel like by the end of April, we'll know about Pageant Girl.
Yeah.
Like, we've noticed hopeful. It even in our village. Like, people are travelling into Wales that don't live here just to like go on a bike ride or something like that. Well, that was the whole reason of stopping all these things. Like, I just don't get it. And
but there's also a town in Wales where the goats have overtaken everything because no one's leaving. I like that. There's a town of goats.
It's like an hour from me, so I'll just travel there.
So that's kind of cute. I think that's Imogen's like like first stop to go visit once this is over and done with. She's got a fascination of baby goats.
And we'll go and see the goats.
Yeah. But I'm hopeful for it. I think because it is the end of July, end of June, isn't it? I think another couple more months of this. I reckon 2 more months of it. That's my predictions. I feel like maybe there won't be large events. Maybe they'll be like, okay, well, we're going to lift the ban, lift the lockdown, but maybe no events. So maybe that might be pushing it.
My birthday is the 10th of June. I want to go to a spa weekend with everyone, and I need this to be gone because it's my birthday.
Yeah, but I'm hopeful for it. Just if anyone's watching this, or anyone that's watching this, just stay indoors.
Stay home.
Yeah.
Stay indoors. Stay at home. Don't go out. Maybe go for a run, and that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult at the moment. Amber Louise Flounders has asked, is it okay to love pageants just for the social side, the friendships, and as a hobby? I'm going to guess that all 3 of these guys would say, yes, of course, it's fine to like it for what you want. It's just that these 3 girls are 3 of the most competitive people you ever meet. So for them, that might not do it. But I mean, would you guys all say, yeah, it's fine, absolutely, to do it for fun?
Yeah, I've met 2 of my
definitely
like best friends through this, and I have the most amazing support network through pageants. So, yeah, it's the whole point of it: meeting friends and having confidence. And we love pageant land.
There's no shame in any of it. That's what I always say. Like, pageantry as a whole, you learn so much from it, but also it's nice to get dressed up and put a fancy frock on and do your makeup and feel good about yourself. There's no shame in strutting your stuff on the catwalk either. If your friends are turning around and saying to you, who do you think you are, just be like, I'm a queen, bish. Just be like, do you know what I mean? Like, you can't handle this, so if people are coming to you with negative energy, just be like, bye-bye, you don't belong in my life.
You need a mic so you can drop it now, Danielle. There you go.
I've got a hairbrush. There we go.
Go for it. There you go.
hairbrush drop.
The queen has spoken. Chloe Lake has said, I'm hopeful for pageant girl for my own sanity. I miss her sparkly pageant land. Hannah Golding has said, I'm hoping it still goes ahead as if my internationals are cancelled. I need something to look forward to. Meg has also said, I hope pageant girl and international goes ahead. And Duncan has said, me too, Chloe. I want to do hair soon. I'm just going to skip through. I miss pageant. Duncan. Megan said, Duncan, need my hair done by you. Okay, so guys, if you have any other questions, put them in just before we wrap up. I think obviously you guys, I've talked about mental health a little bit, and I know it's a huge struggle I found it personally more difficult this week, a lot more so than the first week.
Same.
The first week it was kind of all novel and everyone's doing TikToks, and I noticed this week there were a lot fewer TikToks coming out, and I just kind of read that people were getting...
I noticed that.
Yeah, and as Lauren pointed out that lack, and Danielle pointed out to me, there's that lack of routine, which is really... I think it's really hurting us, like going to bed at 4 in the morning, then waking up at midday. I can certainly relate to that. So I think it's hugely important that you guys take care of yourself. And Hannah saying that you need something to look forward to. If a pageant gets cancelled and you don't have anything else to look forward to, I think that's extremely dangerous. So everyone has to find something to look forward to, as difficult as it might be. It might be a hobby you can do at home. It might be booking in a shoot with Charlotte, for example, and having that to look forward to. But everyone needs a purpose and everyone needs something to look forward to. So if you guys...
Join in on the Pageant Cup quiz on a Wednesday and Saturday at 8 o'clock. I promise it will change your life. Charlotte, I will. Actually have a question.
Join in.
How many occupations has Barbie had?
Oh God, I should know this.
On the quiz.
How is it? I should know this. I used to have to know all the facts. It is like over 100, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's as far as my knowledge remembers. I can't really.
Actually, 200 occupations.
Oh, well, there you go.
We were 110. We were way off.
I was like, there's that many occupations in the world? 200? Like, dentist, doctor, vet.
That's why their little slogan is, Barbie, you can be anything.
How do you know it's 200,
But then I was thinking in my head, because obviously Barbie did the Nutcracker, Barbie did Swan Lake, Barbie did all these different dances. I'm
So
like,
that's
no,
a
that honey, that is
ballerina.
one
Barbie, like,
occupation.
jungle.
Yeah.
You've also got, like,
One
your,
occupation,
collectors
dancer.
Barbie, ballet, Swan Lake Barbie. I'm sure there was one of those that.
Yeah,
back in
Swan
the day.
Lake. Yeah, but she's just a dancer. She's free like 10 dancers.
But it's a question how many
Yeah, that's
Barbies
one
were
occupation.
there,
One
or how many
occupation.
occupations, because those are two very
It's
different questions.
occupation.
200. I don't know if I could list
I'm
200.
gonna research this more.
And name
I'm
them
gonna
all.
dig into
Get
it.
a bonus
I'll
point
go like
for everybody name.
I'm sure Charlotte has connections. She can just ask, and you'll find out in 5 seconds. I mean, if there's ever going to be Barbie trivia
She'll actually
in
bonus
a pub,
out. Hi Barbie. Have you seen the TikTok about Barbie though? It's the funniest
No.
thing ever. And it's like, hey Barbie, I heard Ken was cheating on you. And she phones up Ken and she's like, hi Ken, it's Barbie. I'm gonna. I'm like, what?
No.
It's on TikTok.
It's not an
so
official
funny.
Barbie TikTok.
Mattel will not be happy about that one. That will not be official at all.
I'll send it to you later if I can find
Yeah,
it.
send me it.
Okay, so Megan has said yes, get that plug in, Lauren. So Lauren, can you tell people if they do want to get involved in the pub quiz, how they can get involved? Just send a message to Megan.
No, it's in the Pageant Advice Motivation and Empowerment group.
Okay.
You just create your own team. You can do like a Zoom chat together, or a house party, or a Skype call, or anything like that. Facebook call we also did as well. And as long as you're in a group, watch the live stream and just answer the questions, write it down, then you send it off to Meggie G. She marks it and announces second runner-up, first runner-up, and the winner.
So does she do it live and then she goes away?
Yeah.
So then it goes off air for a bit, so like an interval.
And she comes back with the results. If you don't send the results straight away, though, you do get disqualified, and a team was disqualified on Saturday night.
Because they didn't get the results in on
They
time.
didn't send the results in.
You got to do
so
it
can people
straight
not
away.
Google? Oh, so you've got to send
Well,
the answer.
No,
all I'm
you
worried
have
about
to
is the
swear
cheating.
down. So you swear down on the pageant gods that you will not cheat, and if you cheat, you will lose your next pageant.
Do you have to put your hand in the pageant, like
Bible.
We need a pageant
Bible? What's it called though? The pageant. Hannah Golding's is called the pageant,
pageant
journal
manual.
manual. Put your hand in the pageant manual. I swear.
Yeah.
Okay, and that. Well, I think most of the people watching will be in that group. But Lauren, just in case they're not, what's the name of the group again?
The Pageant Advice, Motivation and Empowerment group.
Okay, so you can look that up. Lauren, that's the one that you,
We're almost
Chloe,
at
and
1,000
Joanna.
people, so join in. It's good
Yeah,
fun
and
in
it's
there.
every Wednesday and Saturday night. What time is she doing it? Is it 8 o'clock from now on, or?
Wednesday pageant pub quiz is 7:30.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Megan's watching, so Megan, if you want to put the times in, and maybe if you can post a link to the groups, just so that people can actually find it, because sometimes finding Facebook groups is a bit difficult. Because I know you're watching, so if you want to do that. Chloe Lake has said she completely agrees with me, really well said. Been grateful to the girls these past couple of weeks, as our FaceTimes and pub quiz, etc., has been the thing I look forward to. Yeah. Megan has said I'm going to find...
Literally just been trying to do as much as we possibly can on FaceTime, keeping each other sane. So if you are feeling down, reach out to a friend. They're not going to mind. They're probably in the same boat as you. So just reach out and have a good old chin wag. And it does.
And is it? It's
Everyone's in
not
the same boat.
all pageant questions. Is it just like quite girly questions?
We did general knowledge last week.
Mm.
The week before that was music.
Oh, nice.
And the week before that it was pageant.
It was
questions.
pageant.
So
But there's always like some pageanty questions in there as well.
Of course.
Wait, on Wednesday last week we got 33 out of 33.
Clean sweep,
Who's in your
baby.
team? Are you two in a team?
Yeah, there's me, Danielle, Chloe, Joanna, Holly, Kat, my
Hold on, you've got a lot in the team here.
Nat-
I'd like to
Nat
hope
Pav.
you're getting them right.
Nat Pav, yeah. So we're the 8 psychos.
8
now.
psychos.
That's our team name.
How can you guys ever lose with a team like that? In between, that's like a giant brain trust. That's not
To be
fair
fair,
to the
between
other
us all,
teams.
we are a really good team. We're
That's
a
kinda
very
sad.
good team.
We've got our specialist areas.
Yeah.
Nap pad for the sport.
Mine
Yeah.
is videoing the live stream to the group.
Yeah.
I don't actually answer any. Well, I'm okay at answering some.
Okay.
Lauren, when's Miss Wheels meant to be?
Well, Miss Wales was going to be on the 25th of April. It is now been moved to the 8th of August. So if anyone wants to, if you've already purchased a ticket, it still counts to that date. It's just been changed. But if you do want to purchase a ticket, it's through the Miss Wales. I'm sure they've got a link on their page somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, it had to be postponed.
Yeah.
Okay, so Megan has set Wednesday's pageant pub quiz is 7:30 on Wednesday, as I have an important interview at 9 p.m. So I'm going to assume that's when
that's a late interview.
Yeah, that's me. I'm interviewing. Megan. And I just look at my calendar because for me that's already 6 a.m. So doing an interview before 6 a.m. I think that's not right. That's just not right. I'll have to have a word to my boss.
Changed, didn't it? So it's
you went forward and we went back, so now I have to wake up earlier, like 2 hours earlier. So 6 a.m. start. This was the first podcast that I had to go back to a 6 a.m. start. Hannah has said.
You were running late today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a break, Lauren. I'm not the one that slept in. Hannah Golding said, shame that's the same hour Penelope decides she doesn't want to sleep. Oh, this is about the pub quiz. I have lots to look forward to, but I'd like to get out of the house. Yeah, I think we're all feeling the cabin fever at a time. Chloe Lake wrote it is a giant brain tryst. Which is a funny typo. She wrote trust. It's like, haha, Chloe, that's a smart joke, a lawyer joke. Well done. All right, we're going to wrap it up because we've been on for a while, and I want to let everyone go. Charlotte, I always ask everyone what they've got coming up for the next week. I don't expect anyone to have anything spectacular planned over the next week. But do you have any?
So many plans. So many plans.
Homeschool.
We're gonna bake. We're gonna go on our scooters. I'm gonna update my website. That is something I'm excited about. I'm gonna update my website. So everybody that's on my Facebook is friends, and obviously a lot of them are girls that come for photo shoots. So before I kind of launch it for like people that don't know me personally, like any potential brides or families that would find me online, I kind of want to put the link on Facebook. And so if as many people can go on, have a look at my website as they can, and give me feedback, like honest feedback. Don't just go, it's amazing. Like go, oh, on the studio section, you've spelt this word wrong. Because knowing me, I've probably got loads of spelling mistakes in there. So that is something I'm going to do this week, and get some feedback and try and get it all shiny and new and look professional.
Charlotte, what's the web address? I can put it in the comments so people can check it out.
It's just charlotteclemiephotography.com. But it's not really ready yet. I mean, you can go on it, but I'm not ready for the feedback just yet.
Okay, I won't put it there. So
I ain't ready for it yet.
Let me know when.
Don't judge it yet.
Let me know when you do launch it, and I'll be happy to share it. Also, I saw there's a few people starting a few things. I know Chloe Atkins starting a YouTube channel. So if you guys want me to share or something like that, do let me know, because that's what this platform is for. Lauren, apart from playing with your hair,
I also think it's great that everyone's getting on the YouTube thing as well. Obviously, I created my YouTube channel, but also the current Team GB, Nancy, as well. She's launched hers. So just sharing it. We've got a lot of time on our hands now, so just support your fellow pageant sisters, watch their YouTube channels, give them a like and a subscribe and a comment and all that good stuff.
Go and look at my funny TikTok today.
Yeah.
Your TikTok is hilarious. Honestly, my 4-year-old kept going, play it again. Like, it's not that funny. Like, he doesn't even get it, the EastEnders thing, but he just loved it. You're not my mom.
And actually, Millie Jo, her TikTok went over 3 million views today.
Oh wow!
No, absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
And
what was it? Was it her and her mom, or just her?
It was her confessing everything she's ever done wrong in her life. Have you ever snuck out of the house?
Oh, have you ever?
Have you ever snuck anyone into the house? Yes.
So her and her sister with the mum.
Yeah,
Jenny.
with Jenny in the middle.
And obviously Jenny's
Jenny's
reaction being like, what on earth?
Oh my God, I'm gonna have to look at it.
What I find funny is though, when the sound goes, "Have you ever cheated on someone?" They're like, and Jenny's like, "Well done."
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
definitely look at it now. The only
That's
thing I
gonna
do
be
TikTok
awkward.
is I go on it. I've never posted anything on it. I don't even know how you would go about doing that. But you go on it, it's really addictive. So it's like,
Yeah.
Mm.
It
And you
is.
should
can't
do it,
stop.
Like, when you're back in the studio, you should do like behind the scenes of.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
well, I
Behind the
kept
scenes
saying it to
TikTok.
Patrick, and he was like, it is hard to do, you know. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
because I wanted to do the makeover one, like when you first arrive, and then push the camera, and then ta-da,
If
all
you need
glam.
Yeah.
TikTok assistant.
Oh my God, yeah.
I work every other weekend, so you know I'll come and do the TikToks.
Oh, come for the sleepover the night before and have a prosecco
then.
and our pizza. Yay! And we have a TikTok.
I'm in.
Oh,
I'm
yay,
hired.
okay.
Yay.
Okay, guys, anything exciting that anyone's got coming on? Otherwise, I think we'll finish by actually showing some of Lauren's. We can show Lauren's TikToks on stream.
Bread.
That sounds
The
amazing.
exciting things I've got coming up is making banana bread.
I can't make banana, but there was no flour left in Tesco today, and I went to a Tesco Extra.
A Tesco
No flour.
Extra.
Everyone's baking. Everyone's
Yeah.
baking. I'm like, just buy the banana bread. It's cheaper.
We're all going to come out as master chefs at the end of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all going to come out being very round at this rate. Everyone's baking, so no one's going to be in
Eating
shape. Okay, so let's wrap this up by showing Lauren's latest TikTok. I'm just getting it set up, so bear with me. Let's see if I can actually do this.
You're going to go out with a bang.
I'm experimenting with all the different ways I can screw the stream up. Can you guys see that?
Oh, yeah.
All right, and I'll see if I can get the sound working as well. I'm just going to transition this. All right, so now that you guys on the stream should be able to see Lauren's TikTok. Lauren, which one should I show?
It's the one.
It's the middle one, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
the middle one. The second one.
All right, let's see if this works.
You can't tell me what to do! You ain't my mother! Yes, I am!
Okay, I don't understand
That
that.
was delayed. You need to watch it properly.
Yeah, there might be a delay because of the software I'm using, but I don't understand what that is. Is that some kind of UK soap? Is it, Lauren?
It's a soap opera in the UK.
Okay,
It's
that
a
would.
very
It's
famous
an
scene
iconic
here in the
scene.
UK.
That is the most iconic scene of EastEnders.
Well, let's watch it again.
You can't tell me what to do! You ain't my mother! Yes, I am!
Because she just finds out in that moment that that's her mother.
She thinks
never-
it's her sister.
Yeah, she's always thought it was his sister.
Your mum knows how to.
What concerns me is why my 4-year-old loved it so much. I've no idea.
Aww.
What's the other one there, Lauren? Is that New Dancing? The newest one?
Oh, a Dua Lipa.
Is that a good one? Should we show that one as well?
Fun.
See, this is what I mean. It's addictive. We'll be here all night now.
Try to hurt me with the word goodbye. Though it took some time to survive you, I'm better on the other side. Aren't you the
I
And
feel
my
that
cat's in the background as well.
I feel that we need. Danielle, have you posted up any recently?
I think I have actually. What did I do?
What
I
have you
can't
been
remember
up
what I've
to?
done with my TikTok.
Ms.
Have a little look.
Galaxy UK. Oh,
I
you've
think I
done
did
the
a
cat
dancing one. Oh, my cat. How my cat wakes me up the first thing in the morning.
Oh, that's a nice
It's
one.
so needy. Yeah. That's actually got quite a few views, actually. Loads of comments on it. I was like, okay. Everyone's got annoying cats in the morning.
Throat massage. Tom is so
I had someone
loud.
message me on there being like, he's so cute. I had some stranger message me on TikTok saying, if your cat focuses on one area of your body, you probably need to go to the doctors to check that out. I was like, well, he tries to strangle me every morning, so maybe I should go get my throat checked out. I was like, don't scare me. Maybe I've got like some Like, I know I've got an abnormally large neck, but I probably need to go check it out.
Large neck,
Scared
long
me.
neck, not large neck, long neck, not large neck.
Very long.
Okay. All right. Well, let's let everyone go. Thank you, Charlotte, so much for being our guest and being on.
Thanks for having me.
I'm sure you're welcome back anytime. Obviously, you're very.
And I'm glad that you liked your picture of the three of you because I loved it.
Yeah.
We love it.
How can you not
Very,
love?
very.
How can you not love that photo? That photo turned out so well, given how I just thought it was going to be like a stairway shoot with someone on their mobile. So it turned out very, very well. So thank you, Charlotte. Lauren and Danielle, thank you for your time.
As always, thank you.
And guys, got a load of interviews coming up this week as well. So I've got Maggie G on Wednesday night, I've got Claire Beebe on Friday night, and then I've got Bethany Blissett Saturday night, all at 9 p.m. Bethany being the new Miss Teen Galaxy UK, obviously. And I'll be booking in more than usual just because I know that you guys probably are all stuck at home and you want something to do. So I'm going to try my best to do that. But thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and we'll see you next time. What's up, guys? It's Adrian again. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember to head over to pageantlaunch.com, join our launch team for our review site. It's super important to all of us to make sure that the industry is safe, transparent, and fair. So head over to pageantlaunch.com, write in your email address, and we'll speak to you next time.